Folks, it's a Felder Friday edition of College Sports Now. It is great to be with all of you because we are about to embark on week 4 of the college football season. We're locked and loaded. Michael Felder at In the Bleachers on Twitter also does great stuff with Tar Heel 24/7, part of the CBS Sports / Paramount family of media. Felder, happy Friday, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, man, it's good, man. I feel really good. I'm very happy with the new stuff that I'm doing in my life, and
Tar Heels have won 2 in a row. Life is good, dude.
well, I'm talking about I have for now 6 days in a row got all the hang on, let me there we go. I've got all the cars in before the bell.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Felder has a new. We haven't talked about that on this show. Felder has a new gig. He is a volunteer for the car drop-off line. I don't want to undersell this, buddy. It is a big deal.
Yeah.
I just don't think our listeners on this show have heard about the trials and tribulations. But Felder is running the show at the car drop-off line at his kid's school. Not all heroes wear capes.
Well, we had a PTA meeting and a school curriculum, the second open house, the open house after school. We had that all happen yesterday, Thursday.
It's awesome.
And there were multiple people that shook my hand, said thank you. We really appreciate what you're doing. Things have been a lot better since you've been out there. So
love that.
That's me. That's your boy. That's how I get down. That's what I do. You got to be the change you want to see in the world. And the change I wanted to see was
thank you, Gandhi. Yes.
Not having the long line. I mean, I guess the other one is going to be I'm looking at the man in the mirror, and that's also maybe not a great one with Michael Jackson.
Got to separate the art from the artist. Tripp Hurd, the Lock of Docs on Twitter, checking in after a 2-1 weekend. Things have tightened up in the 3-for-all race. We'll get to some picks a little bit later. We're in the midst of greatness with what Felder's been delivering with That's My Dog the last couple of weeks. Tripp, how are you, buddy? Mental health check on a Friday morning, buddy, as we embark on week 4. How we living?
I'm doing great, man. No complaints at all. I do wish I could find a way to contribute to society the way Felder has, because stuff like that is important. I've got a group of friends back in Greensboro, and a couple of those guys do that at their school.
Nice,
and
good.
It can be mayhem out there without them. So that's a big deal. Good on you, Felder.
Well, you got some people out there. It's not all of the folks in the line, but you got a couple of habitual line steppers, folks who like to bend the rules and try to take advantage. Find loopholes in the system, and Felder's not here for that.
That's not what I'm finding. What I'm finding out is people don't pay attention. Cell phones, kids not unbuckled. What are we doing?
Yeah, be better. You want people to be better. You've raised the bar. You've raised the standard. I think it's tremendous, man. I'm super happy for you.
I'm pumped, man. We got Felder 5. I got some things that are pretty interesting, I think, in there.
Well, it's an interesting week of games, right?
It's a weird week, yeah.
I had somebody tell me earlier, hey, we're at the quarter pole of the college football season. We're a quarter of the way through it. Let me hit pause on that theory right now.
Okay.
Historically, the college football season has ended when Thanksgiving weekend rolls around. You got championship weekend for a couple of teams, and then we're on a hiatus until January 1st. Y'all remember what happened last year, right?
Bro, we were tired.
There are 4 rounds of college football playoff games.
Yeah,
we're not tired. A quarter of the way through the season.
As a collective. I don't care if it's you. I don't care if it's Tripp, me, our back, any of my other people that I talk to. It's Richard Johnson. Bro, folks are I used to do Thanksgiving week, rivalry week. Get a break, chill out, come to the coast, have some fun. And now it's no, not you, my friend.
Yeah, hunker down, folks. Don't let people try to convince you that we're a quarter of the way through anything.
We're a quarter of the way through the regular season.
Yeah, sure.
The season as a whole is this. If I'll put it in, I'll put it in plant terms. This thing just germinated. It just germinated. And we'll see it start to grow to get some leaves now. October, we're going to see it split up, keep going. November, maybe we get the flowers. right? Maybe the flowers are for LSU. Maybe the flowers are for Texas A&M.
How about that?
So then you get your flowers, but the flower to get to what you need, you still got to get to December to get the fruit. So we looking at seedlings right now.
Yeah, that's a fair comparison. I'm comfortable with that. There's a couple of very promising looking seedlings, as you mentioned.
Yeah,
A&M, Georgia Tech.
Georgia
Florida
Tech.
State.
I knew you were going to put them in there.
Well, I mean, listen, when you beat Clemson for the first time in a decade, you make the list, okay?
Sure.
Sorry. That's just how that goes.
So are we going to talk about that? Is that on the list? I have that on the list. Can we talk about that since you already brought up Clemson?
Let's jump in. Felder 5, Week 4 edition. What you got, big fella?
I had it at 2, but let's just do it now. The Dabo situation. And he is cantankerous, right?
What's that mean?
You got to be English major. Tell him.
Well, I mean, he's surly. He's upset. He's in his
disagreeable.
feels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did wow, Tripp, cantankerous?
That's not one I'm familiar with.
That's an SAT word. That's one of them $3 words.
I'm a country boy, Felder. You got to dumb it down for me.
Yeah, well, like he got his hackles up. How about that?
Okay.
You know that?
Hackles up? No, I don't know that one either.
Come on, you said you're a country boy.
Maybe I'm not country enough. I'm like too close to the city, not far enough into the country, apparently. I don't know cantankerous or cackles up. Hackles up. Sorry.
He got his
got his dander up.
Dander up. You know what he's doing? He's showing teeth.
Yeah.
You know what that means when a dog is showing teeth?
Yeah. You got him back
get out of the way because he's going to bite you.
Yeah.
And he's upset. Hartzell, do you want to tell him or you want me to tell him?
No, go ahead.
He basically said they're losers without him.
That was your translation of his comments?
I'll go somewhere else and win, and what are you going to be? What was your translation of it?
I mean, everything he said was factually accurate about we've won this league 8 of the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Hang on. I'll read it. I'll read it direct. If they want me gone, they can send me on my way. If they're tired of winning, they can send me on my way. I won't stop. I'm 55. I'll go somewhere else and win. I ain't going to the beach. We won this league 8 of the last 10 years. Is that good? I've got a long memory in case y'all don't know. So
here's my issue with that is not necessarily the content, like what is being said, but the fact that you're still like, if you're Dabo Sweeney, it's not the athletic department. It's not his boss. It's not the AD. Who's the AD at Clemson? Is it still Dan Radakovich?
Yeah.
I can't keep up. He's talking to like mouth-breathing message board fan. That's who he's talking to.
Sure, and that's who he has to talk to.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to. You just be like, yeah, Tech beat us. We got work to do. Like the issues.
Radakovich is at Miami now.
Okay, well, good to know. I don't know who the Clemson AD is. My point is, like Clemson's issues are in house. It's not
Graham Neff.
Graham Neff. Okay, like
you got to
figure out what's going on with Cade Klubnik, who was your Heisman Trophy like darling in the preseason, who's just looked lost for 3 straight weeks now.
Yes,
he's missing it.
I think Cade has the same problem that we saw it with Byron Brown. I think we've seen it with DJ Lagway. I think and again, I don't mean to belabor this point, but I think it does go back to comms. They try to get everything perfect instead of just playing football. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about this, but when I was a pitcher, we're going way, way, way back when I was playing in like middle school and high school. Throw, don't aim. You guys ever heard that?
Yeah,
sure.
Right. And so it feels like because these guys are getting information all the way up until 15 seconds, they're trying to thread the needle. They're trying to aim instead of just going out there and playing football. I think most teams should go back to signals. I think most teams should go back to letting quarterbacks call their plays and just let them play football. If they make a mistake, they make a mistake. But the reality of it is they are more comfortable without. I don't know if this happened for you guys, but there was a humongous difference between when my mom made me clean my room and stood there versus when I just went and cleaned my room. And it wasn't a laziness factor. Same thing with when a teacher wanted me to do a problem. A math teacher wants you to do a problem, and then they stood over your shoulder, or your English teacher, right, wants you to read, and they stand over your shoulder. That's what this feels like. When you're getting talked to all the way through the play clock, you feel like you have to make sure that whatever they said works versus, hey, man, we're going to run this, and then if it doesn't work, you pick something you feel comfortable with, and we'll go from there. And I think it's like this over-coaching. Instead of all your coaching, you should be done coaching, with the exception of like halftime adjustments or little things, minor tweaks. You should be done coaching by Friday. Everything they need should be done. And I think Cade's a victim of that. Same thing, I think. USF figured it out with Byron Brown. I think that we'll have to see what happens with Florida, with DJ Lago. I think Nussmeier's still overcoached. Look, we all have jobs, right? We've been micromanaged before, haven't we?
Oh, amen.
Doesn't
Talk
happen
about my current life.
Doesn't happen in Tripp's day to day. Doesn't happen in Tripp's day to day. But yes.
But I'm saying, but we know it sucks, right? And it does affect your performance.
Yeah, 100%. That's an interesting theory. I haven't heard that. Like I feel like a lot of people want to blame Dabo because he's the highest paid public employee in the state of South Carolina, and that's what happens when you're making $10 million a year. I get all that. I also think Clemson has just been outplayed by two better teams through the first 3 weeks of the season.
That can also be true.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. Syracuse comes to town. It's just, that's a
take care of business
team that's historically given Clemson some fits.
I love
Downs. This is a down Syracuse team. A far cry from the 10-win team from a year ago. But
I love Fran.
Let's see if winners get washed.
I will say this about Syracuse though: the loss against Tennessee all of a sudden looks kind of better, right?
Yes.
Even though Tennessee lost, like that was such a high level game on Saturday. They played against Georgia, so I think the opening loss and honestly, I said this right after week one that I thought Syracuse didn't look as bad as the score was in that Tennessee game, and I don't know. It's a lot of points, 17.5 or so. I think that's kind of a steep number. Fran Brown had some great quotes this week too. I don't know if you heard anything about what he said, how, Vegas gets it wrong a lot. Like he started referencing the Canelo fight with Bud Crawford. So great stuff behind the mic from both those guys this week. It was very entertaining.
If anybody knows about Vegas getting it wrong, it's one Michael Felder. Okay, I will tease this because we will save this for the end of the show. But the last 2 weeks, Felder has given you outright dogs of double digits. New Mexico at UCLA. I know that feels like an eternity ago. UCLA had a different head coach.
Yeah.
But you put it out there on the show. This time a week ago, Felder said, give me New Mexico to beat UCLA straight up. What happened? They won by 17.
Yeah. I mean,
the week before that, Felder said, give me USF in the swamp. I don't care that they're a 17.5-point dog. Give me the Bulls straight up. What happened? Like, Felder, you're a coach killer, man. Like, you came after Deshaun Foster. Now
I didn't come after Deshaun Foster.
Now, Billy, you spoke it into existence. I'm just saying, you're seeing things very clearly right now. I also want to give Tripp a shout-out because I know he's sensitive.
The rain is gone.
Hang on. I know Tripp's sensitive, so let me make sure that I give him his flowers, too. Tripp picked Arizona to upset Kansas State last week. It happened. He picked Georgia Tech to upset Clemson last week. It happened. So I want to make sure that you guys are feeling good about yourselves going into week 4 because you've earned it, okay?
Well, I'll never feel good about myself, but,
This is me praising you. Don't deflect. Just accept the praise. Just accept the praise.
Why are you laughing, Tripp?
You're a coach killer, man. He is onto something. I'm kind of scared for whoever you pick this week.
No, I'm good.
You should
it's
be.
Good. We'll get to that in a little bit.
That's coming up in about an hour from now, so stick around.
I'm very pumped. Like I don't know. I just think the Dabo thing. I think he's right about the whole. Like I think he's right about like. What do you want to do? You want to go back to the Tommy Bowden era?
Yeah, right. Right. You guys forget how good you have it?
You're not happy with this? You're not happy with this, is what you're telling me.
But again, who that's the lunatic fringe Clemson fan who's like, we can do better. Get this guy out of here. And it's
the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
I just don't think you need to placate that part of your fan base.
I don't think you should either, but I have been in 2 meetings over the last week and a half where that's exactly what people are talking about.
Well,
I mean, I'm just being serious. Like, again, squeaky wheel gets the oil. Like it does. And it's hard to like reconcile that. Like, you know what my whole spiel is. You know what my whole deal is. I want to build a smarter football fan. That's it. That's all I want to do.
Bro, some of these people can't be saved, Felder. Like, you know that, right?
I know it, but what I'm saying is that I don't know how, like, I know one way to be myself. That's it. That's all I know how to do. And when you hear like reports from, whether various like overlords about engagement, it's like, those are the people that engage.
Right. Sure.
And so it's going to be like, it's hard. It is hard. I'm saying that it's hard. So we'll see what happens. I am very much, I hope they figure it out.
Let me pose this a different way, because you know about the playoff structure, right? Like, Clemson could still win the ACC despite starting 1-2 with a conference loss. They could still find their way.
They could be a one
CFP.
ACC loss team, win the ACC championship, and
right. That's all still there. Now they put themselves in the position where they have to win 9 or 10 straight. Let me ask you: you got Clemson and Charlotte at the end of the year, knowing what you've seen through the ACC. Tripp shaking his head no. Like, who you like? Miami looks great, no doubt. They look great.
I think this is. You know what kind of sucks is now it seems like there are 4 teams, which is what the ACC has needed for a while, right? We do have a Clemson. We do, like, the league has a Clemson. The league has a Georgia Tech. The league has Miami and Florida State. Now the league has 4 teams.
Not ready to put Florida State there yet. Let's.
Fine. The league has 3.
Be the last guy on earth, then. Be the last guy on earth.
3.5. Okay, that's fine. The league has 3.5 teams. Tripp, what is going on with your camera?
He's in the showcase.
I know. I'm getting dizzy looking at this thing right now. The sun is blinding.
Could turn his laptop. Yeah, that's better.
Look at that. Wow.
The sun is coming through the glass.
But it's the reflection, and then it goes to
Why
my
do you have
glass.
a long
I
sleeves?
can't see anything.
Listen, why don't you
It was
get
a little chilly this morning, and I just like this shirt. It's a nice shirt. I love to wear it.
So I think the league has 3.5 teams. Is that a fair thing to say?
Yeah. So it's early though, man. Like you said, seedlings. It's very early. It's very early.
I think it's got more than that, though. I mean, Clemson, if you still want to count those guys, it's fine. I'm not totally writing them off, but Clemson, Miami, Louisville, Florida State.
Louisville's a jury for me is still out on Louisville.
Georgia Tech, like after what they just did.
Did you listen to any of the?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm naming teams, and for some reason, they're still like the 5th team I name, and they shouldn't be. But
Georgia Tech. I think Georgia Tech, Clemson, Miami.
SMU?
No.
I don't know.
I think SMU goes down this weekend. We'll talk about that. Iron Skillet game.
I already have that written down. Yes. I'm a little wishy-washy on SMU, although I do. God, that Jennings is good, man.
He's great, but like we don't need to be. We have prematurely crowned Florida State. I'm sorry, man, but like
that's fine. I can live with
anybody's crowning Florida State.
They're 7th in the AP poll. I'm not saying the AP poll is God. I'm not saying that they should be. Come on.
Of course they should be. How many better wins do you have over a pretty convincing win over Alabama? You watched the game. Yeah. How many better wins have there been in college football? You're supposed to be able to jump up a bunch of spots after something.
Good. That's a trip. That's a good trip.
You're supposed to be able to fall down a bunch of spots. We were just doing this with Roddy the other day.
So there's only so in your opinion right now, there's only 6 teams in the nation better than the Florida State Seminoles. Is that your theory?
Hey,
with better wins,
off what we've seen, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And like we'll find out more. Look,
we will.
I don't.
We will.
We are a year removed.
I don't even know that Ohio State's win is better than Florida.
Exactly.
State.
Ohio State's win looks worse by the week every time Texas takes the field.
Penn State's win, no.
Penn State has done nothing. They have done absolutely nothing.
Thank you.
Nothing.
LSU better win. Same win.
On
honestly,
no, better. You had to go
on the road. Okay, Miami.
Yeah,
better win. Like I think it should go LSU, Miami, probably Oregon, Florida State, and Georgia.
No, Miami doesn't have a better win. Like beating Notre Dame at home is not as
well.
Good
not
as
now because they're
Alabama
fucking because they're. Oops, excuse me.
They're on two,
okay.
but
A&M's
honestly,
got a better win though. Shout out to the Aggies. They did it on the road.
I still think.
But guess what? With all we jam them up there. I don't care.
I know you don't care. I'm making a point.
Who picked A&M, by the way?
I don't know who picked A&M. I don't think anybody did. Did they?
Nobody picked A&M. Got it.
Did you pick A&M? Did I slight you on that? I did. Sorry. I was so wrapped up in the New Mexico pick. Yes, Felder also said Texas A&M was going to win at Notre Dame last week. So, again, he's seeing things very, very clearly. My point is, Felder, you're talking about the seedlings. You're talking about growing that thing. You got some sprouts. We got to make sure Florida State gets plenty of sunlight and enough water.
Absolutely. Totally agree with that.
That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
Totally agree.
Well,
so, since we brought up A&M and we brought up Notre Dame, is this not the greatest must-win situation of the year?
For the Irish?
Well, yeah. It's a good thing they're a 27-point favorite.
Good thing
26-5 is what I'm seeing.
Good thing Purdue is coming to town.
Like, guess what?
Do that
No.
Purdue's improved.
They're getting better. Here's what I will say.
It was 63-7 last year, this game.
No, this game. I'm talking about last week where you said that USC was going to walk the dog on them.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened?
What happened is there was a 10-hour weather delay. USC had to play in the pouring rain. They're not a mutter. I talked about this last week. You can't play in the slop. You're USC. You are a damn Ferrari. You don't have four-wheel drive. What are we doing?
And listen.
That's like those Tesla super trucks where people put the video of cyber trucks, whatever. They're like trying to off-road next to like a Jeep or something. And it's like you got those massive tires and they're just getting stuck in the mud. It's like,
they're terrible
that's
cars.
That's USC, man. You're the Cybertruck. Like you can do a lot of really cool stuff.
You said that their offense was awesome.
Or USC is the Cybertruck.
It is awesome.
Because it didn't look awesome when I saw it.
Again, Felder, like you play this game outdoors. Like
that's what I take it. What Tripp? Come on. Be the voice of record.
Yes, I know what I said.
Driving down the field in the fourth quarter to make it a one-score game.
And then what happened?
And they threw a pick.
A freak, not a pick.
Okay.
Freak play. Correct or incorrect?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is this a condemnation? Is this a condemnation of my USC take, or are you saying, Felder, that Purdue is better than we think, and now they're going to hang around against an 0-2 Notre Dame team on Saturday?
Please,
it's a condemnation of your USC.
Please do it.
And also, Purdue's a little bit better than you think.
You know what's great about this, and longtime listeners of the show know that Felder is going to be up and at 'em.
Yeah.
Fired up.
Yeah.
At 11 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday night, because on Big Fox, USC welcomes Felder's wife's alma mater to town for an 11 o'clock Eastern kick, 8 o'clock local time in the Coliseum. Sparty at USC.
What's the number?
It's high. It's mid-20s, maybe 23, something like that. 24.
I got it. It is 18-5.
You're gonna
18-5.
You riding with Sparty?
No, man.
Are we thinking about that? That's not on the board.
No, I'm not thinking about that at all.
No. Okay.
No. I like Childs, but no.
Okay.
That's definitely moved.
Yeah, it's 18-5. It opened at It opened at 15-5 though.
You moved the other way.
That can't be right.
Get your lines right, Doc. Come on now.
I'm just all I'm saying is USC did not look that impressive. And as Tripp mentioned, Purdue was about to, and they were driving. and they were about to make it a one-score game. You have this freak interception for a 340-pound guy to score a touchdown on. That's not good. But I also, like, I watched that game. I was not very impressed by them.
Okay. That's fair.
They scored half, right? It was half of their point totals for the season in the first two games. Half of it. Less than half.
Yeah, it's you got to go on the road, man. It's the Big Ten. Like, you got to.
I said all those things that you're saying right now.
I still think USC is a formidable team. Formidable. I didn't say that they're going to the playoff. I didn't say they're going to the Big Ten championship.
Said they're Ferrari.
But I think those two programs, those two teams, those two rosters are in different weight classes. USC and Purdue.
Wow, that's not what I care about. I know that they're in different weight classes.
You care about USC. You want them to
What I'm
better.
saying is like Ford versus Ferrari, right? The movie.
Never saw it. Never. I know it's a movie. I never.
Yeah, I watched like 5 minutes. I couldn't get into it.
I did not like it. But what we're seeing is you're Ferrari.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What are they gonna fucking do when these F-150s show up?
I mean, they're not going to get run over. Like, USC struggled to perform.
Literally what they're built to. Their Ferraris get run over.
Yeah, but Purdue's not running over USC. I understand.
Not Purdue. No, not Purdue.
You're talking about other Big Ten teams, other pickup trucks in that league.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, we'll see.
And yes, they get very lucky. They get Iowa at home.
That helps.
They go to Oregon, but they go to Oregon at the end of November is not a nice place.
Yeah, no, there ain't no doubt about that.
UCLA's terrible.
They got to go to Illinois next week. That's your Ferrari versus Ford. That is it. USC at Illinois. That's the Ferrari versus Ford, or Ford versus Ferrari.
Like,
whatever.
this is like Illinois can put a boat in the water and not mess their truck up. They can't even tow nothing at USC.
They can back up a trailer.
Fact.
Illinois.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I want to see it happen. Lincoln Riley, and we've talked about this plenty of times. I'm not fully sold on him still. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I wanted to get that one in there. Where are we at? Speaking of Illinois, we might as well just do this one too, right? Oh, we didn't even talk about Notre Dame.
Talk about them.
They got to win this football game. If they have a mistake, I don't care if it's an injury, I don't care if it's a weird turnover, I don't care about any of it. Like, if they start the season 0-3, are we going to see another guy go down?
This is actually where you started a few minutes ago. And
yeah, I know.
Stuck on that. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Sometimes you got to go all the way around your ass.
You got to go all the way around.
Marcus Freeman is not under any kind of hot seat fire watch mid-season. No chance.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to take your shot somewhere else there, Felder.
Are you sure?
If you want to get a third coach fired this week,
Billy Napier.
I don't think you can do
that. Well,
okay. Now there we go.
The margin definitely matters there. Yes. If Miami beats Florida by 4 touchdowns, and we have a problem. Yeah. I mean, we already have a problem, but we might have a when's Florida's bye week problem, because we're going to do this now.
So let's go to 5. Speaking of coaching changes, and honestly, it's not about coaches getting fired for me. I think it sucks. I hate to see it happen. I hate it more for the assistant coaches than for anybody else, because they don't have like buyout money and all this stuff. They just have to like get a new job,
find a new school.
They have to work the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And then be like, I didn't even have time to interview for anything because I was trying to keep the train on the tracks. So, but no, it's not about the firing coaches. Virginia Tech, obviously. I think that the biggest thing for me, and I was talking to my man D. Palm about this, the climate in college football currently, NIL, the portal, obviously coach firings, the moved up signing day. I think places like Virginia Tech, who has just fired their coach, Wisconsin, who people are talking about, they might fire their coach, Iowa, who we know he's not going anywhere, but what's their ceiling look like now? How do you build value for guys to stay? Because the way that Virginia Tech, Wisconsin, Iowa, Oh, we're seeing it right now with Illinois. The way that these teams were able to be successful at a high level, even Georgia Tech, right? Especially under Paul Johnson, they had this high retention rate. Clemson too, right? Mm-hmm. Low. What's the A word? It's not atrophy. It's low attrition. Yes, thank you, Englishman. Low attrition. I knew that one too. You did. Thank you, also Englishman. They had low attrition rates, and they kept their teams together. And so those guys knew each other, and they knew how to play with each other. They knew how to play together as a football team. Is there space in this sport for that to continue to happen?
I don't know.
So it's interesting. We had Richard Johnson, friend of the program, Split Zone Duo, CBS Sports. We had Richard on the show Tuesday with Roddy and I and Tripp, and he was talking about these player contracts. Mm-hmm. Because if you're a Virginia Tech or UCLA player, you're 3 games into the season. You can go. Like you can leave. Like you can get that year of eligibility if you go. If you don't play 4 games.
Right. Yes.
A lot of those player contracts, though, with the quote unquote NIL,
right,
is built into you being on the roster in December. Like it's not like if you leave, you're not getting what you have literally signed up for in terms of compensation.
Sure.
So there's that part of it. But obviously, I think all these guys have people in their ears, and so they have to make a business decision for them. You know, if you're the backup quarterback, if you're the second or third string quarterback, why not stay? You're not playing anyway. I don't know. It's a great Felder. It's a great question, man. We have not perfected this system by any stretch.
Yeah, I just think that, and I've talked to Roddy about it. You and I we've all talked about it. Like, there's got to be. You have to build value. I don't know if you guys.
If you're a player, as a student athlete.
No. You if you're a coach, you have to build value, demonstrate value to make people want to stay. And I don't think it's all money. And I think that's the part. We're such a capitalistic society. Well, I don't mean to. Didn't mean it, but to take it there. But reality is, we're such a capitalistic society. People from the outside looking in only see the money. Well, you could get more money here, so you job hop, right? But what if the place that you work, and you know what? Let's put it in like human terms, right? Because everybody doesn't understand value added with respect to college football, right? Most people didn't play college football. Most people don't play college sports. So let's put it in real life terms. Most people do have a job. If your job, let's you know what? Let's put a number on the table for a salary.
$250,000.
That's a lot of money, dude. Come on.
I thought we were talking about football players.
No. We're talking about
that's less than the backup quarterback at Georgia Tech.
No, I'm talking about regular, like adult human man money. Their kid goes to your kid's school. Let's say $60,000.
Okay, $60,000.
$60,000. But with that $60,000, you also have health insurance, right? That's value added. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm doing now?
Yeah.
You also have 14 days of PTO.
I need more. 14.
Okay, 21 days of PTO.
I feel like we can come up on that a little bit, but I'm with you. You're adding value here.
How many jobs have 21 days of PTO?
You got an IT-owned laptop. You got a company phone. You don't have to worry about
this. You have to worry about any of those things.
Sure.
Right. You got dental. You got vision for your entire family.
Maybe we can throw in like a downtown parking pass or something. Just something to take the load off that commute. You know what I'm saying? Just a little something.
Yeah. You got that. You know what they do? Lunch.
Need it.
You got lunch. Every day you have lunch. And you have a say in the lunch.
Can we talk about a country club membership just for the family?
Sure. Throw that in.
Something. I'm in.
Throw it in.
Yeah, I'm in.
Right. And then somebody comes from down the street and says, "Hey, man, you make $60,000, right?" And they're like, "Yeah. We'll give you $80,000. You're like, "Okay, what else?" And they're like, "We're going to give you $80,000 and like a bobo ass like health insurance plan." Are you leaving?
I
it's $20,000, but
I see what you're doing here. My issue with the model, and I'm using air quotes here because I think the model it still needs to be perfected and tweaked.
Absolutely agree.
Like, you didn't play at UNC as much as you would have wanted, but what do you have from Chapel Hill that you
Nothing.
can hang on? No, you have a degree.
No, I don't.
You didn't finish?
I'm like 7 hours short.
Okay, that's a bad – okay, all right. Let me back up then. If you're a kid at Michigan or a kid at UVA or a kid at the University of Georgia, these are big state schools. I'm not doing the private school stuff, but my point is it's like, man, you can get a degree, and if you do it right, you can get your degree in 3 years. You can walk
That's what
out
I'm
of here
talking
with
about,
2
though.
degrees.
That's value added, and you can get 2.
Yes, because if you job hop, like if you do the Bear
those credits don't carry, baby.
If you do the Bear Alexander thing where you play for 5 schools in 4 years or whatever he's at these days,
those credits don't carry.
You're earning money, but like there's a chance that, hey man, there's a chance that you don't go pro or you don't get drafted, and now you have to make it as an undrafted free agent, and you've made money, but like that $750K, that 1.5 that you made in school for 5 years, guess what you can't do on that? Retire.
Right.
Like you're 23 years old. Like you got to keep making money, dude.
And that's the thing for me. And I think that's why I wrote in the doc, build value.
Got to get degrees, man. You got these
degree.
Kids
I think degrees the baseline. I think.
Let's get you those credits, man. I want to hang a diploma on the wall.
Trust me. One of my friends, one of my best friends, his dad is like, Felder, I will pay for you to get those credits. I was like, I have a 7-year-old. I don't have time right now. I could have easily walked. I could have walked.
Sure.
And then my plan was to finish in summer school, but guess what? My parents got divorced, man.
I know. Life happens. I get it.
It is what it is.
You up about
what is 7 hours? Is that 2 classes?
2.5.
2.5.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. And guess what? You know what it hasn't done?
Prevent you from providing for your family or having a life. Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, like, I don't know if this helps the argument or not. As a guy who worked for a company for like 15 years, thought that's where I would be forever.
Yeah.
And ended up leaving and starting over in my mid 30s. I did go back to school. I did finish a degree because I didn't have 4 years. I only had an associate's from community college.
No, I get it.
I'm not 100% thrilled with the never-ending payments that I owe UNCG right now.
For that degree.
And I would say, like, the degree hasn't, in my case, it hasn't really helped anything.
Yeah.
But
look, my wife's got a master's. I make more money than her. So I think I'm okay.
Well, my wife has a master's too, and she makes a whole lot more money than me. Thank God.
My wife,
she's not a public school educator. That. Unfortunately, Felder's wife wants to help people.
Yeah,
and God bless her for that. But
no,
that's not
it's not.
How you make the monies.
Like my family, everybody in my family has advanced degrees and does all their stuff, and I'm the the black sheep, and that's fine. I can live with it because I keep finding a way to make things happen. Hey, shout out to Learfield, right? Nobody bothered me about this shit. Am I good at what I do? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're good. But no, I do think you have to build value. I think the degree starts with building value, but I also think that the climate, the atmosphere, the camaraderie is another important thing. And I talked about it again. I talked about it with my buddy D-Paul. Transferring is hard. Like Hartzell, if Learfield was like, hey man, need you in Dallas.
Ooh, ain't no way.
You got to pack up your entire house.
No, man.
And go.
No.
Right.
No, man.
That's what people don't realize about transferring, right?
Yeah, I'll go back to making lattes, man. Honestly, I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
Carson Beck had to pack up everything he had in Athens to take it to Miami.
He didn't have
much. Those trunks, on Lamborghinis.
On Lambos, ain't good. They ain't no good. They ain't no good. But like, all I'm saying is, it is a decision that you have to make.
Yeah.
I got asked to transfer from UNC to go to Hampton.
Dude, you could have been a Pirate?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I got asked to go to Hampton. They're looking for defensive backs. And the strength coach talked to one of their strength coaches who talked to the coaching staff. Coach staff goes, you know anybody that could transfer that could be an instant impact guy? They asked me. He said, are you interested? I said, no. I'm pretty happy here, man. girlfriend. Because here's the thing: girlfriend, friends, the bars you like,
perks,
the free stuff that I did get. Yes, absolutely. I don't know if I've told you guys this story, but my dad had something to do. I think it was in Raleigh or maybe it was in Durham, and he stopped and said, "I'll take you out for breakfast." So he stops. He takes me out. We go to Sutton's. Sutton's, by the way, UNC staple. My dad takes me to Sutton's. And this is when your boy's was a hard gainer. So I probably weighed 185 pounds at that point.
Okay.
They were like, get your calories. My dad got breakfast. I think I got an omelet, like a 3-egg omelet. And then I also got a burger, bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I'm so
Housed
right
him.
now.
And then my dad was like, let me go take care of the check. I got it. Let me treat you. $4.75.
There you go.
And he was like, how did that happen? And I was like, don't.
There's nothing wrong with that. Same thing with Jameis and the crab legs. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's I just think you got to add value. I think that's the most important part. What do we expect happens? Is it tonight or is it tomorrow? Utah and Texas Tech.
That's a noon kick tomorrow.
Noon. That's the big Fox.
So it's a Saturday morning game. That's a 10 a.m. local kick in Salt Lake City, my man.
Good grief, dude. That's why I brought it up.
Like we did this a couple years ago with Colorado, where they're on Big Noon Fox, and it's like that's 10 a.m. Mountain time.
10 a.m.
I'm excited.
Are they Mountain or are they Pacific?
Mountain.
Okay.
I'm excited for the game. I think that the early start is going to be just something to keep an eye on. Like, like Tripp, I know you talked about this on the Phil Steele show because there's the betting angle, there's the point spreads and all that stuff. But, like, how do these teams look at 10 a.m. local time?
It's 11 a.m. local for Texas Tech, correct?
Let's get a weather check here.
It's an 11 a.m. body game for Texas Tech.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
10 a.m. local kick in Salt Lake City. Yeah, sure.
I like Dampier.
Love Dampier. I love
73% passing.
67 degrees tomorrow.
Perfect.
Looks great.
At kick.
Awesome. Perfect.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's ideal.
When do you think they got there? Texas Tech.
Thursday night.
Yeah,
probably.
yesterday, probably.
Thursday evening.
Because it's there. I will say that there is something to that altitude. Like having,
Yeah.
I didn't go on that trip because
Lubbock's not at sea level either, though. Now, like, hang on, Lubbock is
Lubbock elevation.
I feel like Lubbock's a couple of 1,000 feet up there.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's flat.
No.
3,200.
Yeah, dude. How about that? You didn't know about that, did you?
I did
I
not,
didn't.
but I still got Sao Paulo. Don't I? Still got that.
It's
Sao
only
Paulo
1,000.
on that.
It's only 1,000 feet up.
Listen, I told y'all I wasn't on the geography bee all those years for nothing.
It's only 1,000 feet up.
30. You could make some money off your friends at the bar tonight. Hey, man, what do you think the elevation is in Lubbock, Texas? They're going to be like Tripp. They're going to be like 8 feet below sea level. No,
I would have never said below sea level.
3,200.
3,200. Yeah, that's high.
I feel like these are the two best teams in the Big 12, and they're playing in Week 4. So take that what you will. It's tough to win at Salt Lake City. That is a tough venue to play.
Rice Eccles is a really hard place to play. Like we played them in. I brought this up many times. 2004, Urban Meyer years, they destroyed us.
That was the Alex Smith Utah team, correct? Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. And I mean, these teams are 16. They're ranked 16 and 17. Like I don't think that there's a more, in theory at least, 1-for-1 game this weekend, right?
Yeah, 100%. Texas Tech has been boat racing teams. They're doing what you're supposed to do. Utah did struggle at Wyoming, like red zone turnovers and just like weird stuff on the road. They pulled it out late, but closer than the final margin would have indicated. Look, I'm just fascinated to see this game because I haven't really locked in on Utah since that Week 1 just demoralization of UCLA.
Which doesn't look as good anymore.
I mean,
New Mexico did the same thing.
The way they did it looked pretty good to me.
It did. No, they look great. Yeah,
it did. It looked like it was one of those games where, and this is what I always say, like my teammates and I always say, it looked like one of those games where it's like, please, just don't hit me no more. Like
That's what Utah does, and that's what they've been doing under Whittingham for decades.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is Texas Tech like?
But it is
Texas
it's
Tech
against a team that had apparently already quit before the season started.
Allegedly, Texas Tech has spent a lot of money on this roster, man. They went out and got some elite defensive linemen. They got some edge rushers that are going to be a problem in this game, going up against a Utah offensive line that is considered by many to be one of the best. In the country. So
how old are these dudes, by the way, on Utah's offensive line?
I don't know, man. I don't have DOBs on these cats. I don't.
I just they go out there and they play like they're grown men. And so we'll see. And then on the defensive side, Utah, we know they're going to be multiple. We know that they're going to bring pressure, and Texas Tech is going to have to. They got to protect. What is it, Morton?
Yep.
They got to protect him, man.
They're all upperclassmen here. We got 6'5", 315 senior, 6'4", 325 senior, 6'6", 325 senior, 6'6", 302 junior. I mean those some big dudes, man.
That's the thing, though. Remember, to go backwards, to go forwards. We talked about some level of continuity, right? And they have it. Why? Because those kids don't want to leave Utah.
Right.
I think that value added is important, man.
But you got David Bailey, the Stanford transfer. You got Romello Height, who came in from Georgia Tech. Like Texas Tech feels like they have positioned themselves to compete in this game. I'm curious, Tripp, what did Phil say about this? It was one of the biggest games of the weekend, obviously. The line's 3.5. Did our man Phil throw a play out there on this?
He did. He liked Utah. And I think one of the main points was the whole elevation deal, but apparently that's not a big deal anymore.
It's not a big deal.
Lubbock is in the high plains of West Texas.
How about that? Listen to you dropping geography knowledge on us.
Well, I'm a decent former trivia host, so.
Tripp got me a map for the Blitz, Felder. This is a true story. Because I used to say, well, it's just a short drive down I-40 West. And they'd be like, actually, bro, you got the highway wrong.
So you got to go a long ways off 40.
Just stuff like that. So Tripp got me a map.
Oh, he got you like an atlas.
Yeah, no, like a highway map. It's like a big-ass map. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
It's a nice map, too.
Yeah, it's a nice map.
It was a nice gift.
Tripp's a nice guy. I mean, don't let that rough exterior fool you. I mean, underneath all that, he's like a cuddly little teddy bear.
Got a big heart.
Yeah.
Well, somebody sent me some stuff to Learfield, and I apparently have to drive to go get it.
No, listen, your boy's been off the grid for a couple days, man. Can you give me a little space, a little grace? All right.
Off the grid is one way to put it.
I was down in ATL. Like I was
I know.
I was just down there vibing for a couple nights. Can you
Tripp, how far is the UPS store from the office?
It's a block away.
I don't know my way around Winston.
It's on Liberty Street. It's literally a block from here.
You can't take this stuff.
Bro, I have not been in the office since Monday, man. Don't beat me up about this. Don't yuck my yum, all right?
I don't want to drive to Winston-Salem.
I'm not asking you to. There's a lot of places in between Winston and South Charlotte that we can meet up, grab a burger.
They're not a block away.
Well,
I'll Venmo you.
I'm not worried about the cost, man. I just haven't been around to do it.
You're around now, so let's knock it out.
Okay,
you can put them together in one package.
Fine.
3-day ground.
Fine. I'll do it as soon as we wrap, Felder. I'll do it.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will, because I don't want to inconvenience you any more than I already have. Let's get back on the Felder Five.
Illinois. This is the last one. Illinois versus Indiana.
It's a good game.
Who is for real? Because we watched Illinois. We watched Illinois against Duke, and Duke. It felt like Duke's wheel. They were their own demise. It felt like their wheels just fell off.
Absolutely.
In Indiana, I have not seen. Have we seen much from them?
No, not really. Played a couple of layups, and they had their hands full for a minute with Old Dominion.
With ODU, obviously.
ODU apparently, they can play a little bit.
I guess we won't be talking to Brent Pry.
Man, I hate that too, because Brent Pry. I'll tell you this. I did want to say something about
next
Brent
July.
Pry.
Yeah.
Out of all the guys we get to talk to at the ACC thing, like that, there's not too many that will give you their time and answer any question and have a good attitude. There's a lot of coaches that don't have that. Do you remember at the end of our interview, You're drawing up a play.
Yep.
He's drawing up an offensive play. Kyron Drones jump back in to try to say, hey, this is how we're going to, beat the blitz.
Attack it, yep.
I mean, they just have a good time with it. He seemed like such a great guy. And I'm sure he can get hired anywhere in the
He'll
next
be somebody's
30 minutes
defensive coordinator.
if he wants to do that. So,
yeah,
good luck to him.
He'll be somebody's defensive coordinator very soon. But if you're Virginia Tech, you can't lose to ODU.
No,
again
not
and
the way.
again
Was
and
that
again.
31 zip at one point, or it was
lost
bad?
3 times in the last decade and a half. Like, that ain't it. Yeah.
That's a tough one. So yeah, I just buddy.
I like Indiana on Saturday night.
You like Indiana?
I do. Yeah, I do.
I thought Illinois was shaky's not the right word. Illinois again, one of those schools, Iowa, Wisconsin, they kind of like just those like split rail fences.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to walk on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you like one bad step and your shoe turns over just a little bit, you can be sitting on your nuts.
Yeah.
And I
think
no good.
This is Illinois.
I think it's Illinois, man. Like, people look 45-19 against Duke. But that was Duke not
indicative, yeah.
That was Duke. They couldn't get their gun out the hole, so they were shooting themselves in the foot the whole time.
Well, it was 14-13 at halftime, and that's when the turnovers for Duke started to mount to the extent of being -5.
Oh, shit. That's bad.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Felder, is that your skin that just came off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like a Band-Aid.
It's a burn.
I
burned myself.
That's a tough one.
You want to go get some aloe, man? We can hit pause on the show. You can go get some aloe.
No, I'm fine. Oh,
He's going to play through it, folks.
I'm going to play through.
He's tough.
I am tough.
He's a tough kid.
What do you think about the quarterback matchup here, though? Like Altmaier, Mendoza?
I like
pretty good quarterback matchup. I like Mendoza.
Altmaier. You like Mendoza. I like Altmaier.
I do. I think I like them both, but I'll just say this. We talked about this one for quite a bit on yesterday's show, and Illinois was the lean for Phil in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that he thinks they're going to win, but he thinks this is more of a toss-up field goal game, while Indiana, it looks like, I think yesterday they were laying close to a touchdown. Let me see if I can find it now.
I got it right here. Indiana. I can't believe I did that. That's not good, Michael.
Yeah, 6.5.
6.5, yep. Oh, damn. We're good. I'm good. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, man. I'm rooting for you. I hope that heals up quickly. Keep that
It'll
clean.
be fun. Yeah, I'm going to keep it clean. I'm going to go put some Aquaphor on it and some Bactine first, then a little bit of Aquaphor. We're good. It was just a top layer of skin.
I need to see it from Mendoza. Yeah, that's for those watching on YouTube. That's part of Felder's forearm that's no longer there.
I'm tough, man. Pain don't hurt.
Tough guy. I need to see
you
it
need
from
to see
Mendoza.
it from. Okay, yeah, I agree.
Altmaier's been there, done that with these guys before. So
yes.
If I'm Phil Steele and I'm getting a touchdown with Illinois on the road, like I understand that. I get it. But crucial little 2-week stretch for the Illini, as we mentioned, at Indiana Saturday night. They host USC next week. They also host Ohio State in October. Like this is why Illinois was kind of that dark horse CFP team from the Big Ten that nobody was talking about.
Do you know how many interceptions Altmaier and Mendoza have combined?
0.
Yeah.
Yeah. They take care of the ball.
They're smart. They play good football. They play within themselves. I think that's something that, and we talked about it with Lagway. We talked about it with CJ Bailey. We talked about it they're decisive. These guys make a choice. Even if the choice is, I guess I'm going to take this sack. Even if that's the choice, they're like, but guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to fumble. I'll take the sack. I'm not fumbling a football. Will not fumble. And I think that's important for them. But it's one of those things where they literally They're smart with the ball. They know what they're doing. This is going to be a very interesting kind of – it's not going to be the game – like it's not going to be, what was it, Georgia-Tennessee last week, right?
Great game. Awesome.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Tennessee fan, in which case, obviously, you're down bad. But
this is not going to look like that. But it will look like a team of competent players that know what they're doing. So I'm looking forward to it.
By the way, just real quick, did that way to bring it on the Felder Five, by the way, did that result change your perception of either Tennessee or Georgia?
No, not really. Like, Georgia is like, here's how I'll put it. Georgia's a freaking hamburger, dude. Bacon, cheese.
Oh, you said hamburger. This is a bacon cheeseburger. That's different.
Yeah, bacon cheeseburger. That's what they are. You can't really miss on that. They get the job done. In a pinch, it's what you want. You know, you can get a good one at a hotel. You get a good one at a place that specializes in it. You get a good one at a steakhouse. You're gonna be okay. I think Tennessee, they're fajitas. Sometimes they slap, but other times, oh, you know what, Tripp? I'm gonna put this in Hartzell parlance. I think Tennessee is nachos. And you know you've had bad nachos, right?
I've had some really bad nachos.
Sometimes nachos will let you down. Sometimes nachos start out strong.
Yeah.
And then you get to the interior and you're like, I got to use a fork for this because these joints is all soggy.
Sometimes you get into the interior and you're like, you know what? There's not even any cheese down here. Like these are just dry chips.
I wish the chips would be dry. Every time I have them, they're soggy.
Nah, you need cheese everywhere.
I don't want a soggy chip. Tripp.
I don't hate a soggy chip though. I kind of like some of the chips to be a little soggy.
You like to eat it with a fork?
Some. Yeah, I'll tell you, man, listen, we can talk about nachos all day. Some of the best nachos I've ever had in Greensboro. You need a fork.
No, I'm not. That's why I don't order them. I'm not getting nachos. Give me a cheeseburger. And that's what Georgia does. They give you the bacon cheeseburger.
Love it.
All right. What else you got? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think it changed my perception on both teams last week in kind of a good way, even for Tennessee in a loss. For me, the biggest question for both of those teams coming into the season had to be the quarterback spot, right?
Right.
Aguilar looked
I like him.
Fantastic.
I like him.
For stretches in that game. Was very impressed with him. And I think I probably feel better about Tennessee than I did this time last week, even after a loss. And then Felder, you've kind of been the one guy that's like Gunnar Stockton all along.
Yeah, man.
I had serious questions about Gunnar Stockton, but Gunnar Stockton, and we talked about, the 4th and 6 or whatever on Tuesday's show.
Yeah.
Good Lord. I mean, when you had to have it, he had it. And I feel a lot better about Georgia now too, after seeing that. So,
and I think they found a running back, right?
They did against Tennessee. They need to keep that going because Georgia they were so bad running the football last year. Also,
Gunnar
can move too. Like and we saw this when they had Stetson. Like, run that guy.
When they got him on the move, it opened things up, and it made it work. And what was the kid's name? McCray, right?
For Georgia?
Who was the kid? Now I can't remember his name. Yeah. Frazier. Was it Frazier?
Nate Frazier.
Yeah. And like once they got him going, like let's ride this dude.
Well, that's what you're supposed to. I mean, that's what Georgia fans have been accustomed to, right? Like, we got a stable of tailbacks. Who's it going to be?
But I just think that as someone, like, obviously I work for Tar Heel 24/7. DeMond June emerged against Richmond. They're hoping to keep that momentum going against UCF.
Bro.
But we don't have to talk about it. And What I'm saying is, though, once you get a running back that can get into a groove,
right?
Go back to that well. Go back to that well. Go back to that well instead of the guy that you thought might be the guy. Instead of the guy you thought might be the guy, go back to the well, man. That's the way that I view running backs. Like running backs are Carmelo Anthony, right?
You're full of metaphors today. Go on. What about
it today?
Go on,
bro. Like, if Carmelo's hot, what are you gonna do?
Let him shoot
all the time, the whole time. You don't shoot. No one else.
Carmelo would also throw up like your occasional 5 for 28 game. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Then we ride with somebody else.
Yeah.
But if he's hot, stick with your hot hand, man.
I want to run through some games.
Some
games we have not talked about. In the top 25, Auburn at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
3:30 ABC. Sooners have become this team that everybody really likes.
They're bubbling
John
up.
Mateer. He's in the Heisman discussion. Obviously, the story is Jackson Arnold returning to the scene of the crime, right? Because he's now Auburn's quarterback. We saw this work out not so well for Darian Mensah when Duke played at Tulane last week.
Tulane, yes, sir.
So emotionally, like, can Auburn? What do you think? Like, I have not watched a ton of Auburn football outside of that week 1 game against Baylor on Friday night. So can they hang around against an elite defense and, a very, very good quarterback with John Mateer at Oklahoma? What do you think?
I think it's a tight game. Oklahoma's an interesting place to me. Like, obviously, the booing of Spencer Rattler a couple of years ago, and I guess I'm curious to see, 1, how they treat him when he comes back, and then 2, they actually have a football team. Like, I know they're not in Texas, but of those, the 3 of them that are kind of intrinsically linked, Oklahoma, Texas, A&M, what are they, 1 or 2? Because we know Texas is 3.
Oh, in terms of like who's playing their best football right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Oklahoma and A&M are probably 1A.
Yeah. So, and then that makes still Texas is 3. I mean, good grief, man. You want to talk about somebody getting pants? That's me when I was high on Archie Manning.
Well, you're not Paul Feinbaum. Like, you weren't saying that he was the greatest quarterback the college has seen in 2 decades.
No. I thought he was going to be QB1, but he certainly – and I think Sark's not helping him at all. So
I was trying to line up a Texas guess. I think I'm going to do that next week.
Sure.
Either way, yeah. Texas is just going out there and doing. I mean, they're beating cupcakes, but they don't look good. They don't look good in the process. They got Sam Houston on Saturday night, by the way. So that will continue. But you think this is a close game? You think Auburn's going to hang around? I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
I think this is the way that you guys have heard me talk about football this way before. I think what we're looking at is what? 35 minutes? 40?
Of a 60-minute game.
Of a 60-minute game, yeah. I don't think Oklahoma comes out of the gate and just absolutely beats the wheels off of them start to finish. I think we have a football game going into halftime.
Yeah.
And then Oklahoma's going to make some tweaks, and then we're going to see what they look like, where they can really kind of put the pedal to the metal.
Okay.
Auburn. I think Auburn's got – I mean, I haven't watched a ton of those guys. I got to watch some of the Baylor game.
The Baylor game.
Like, they've got talent. Like, they've got talent all over the place. I definitely lean with Oklahoma in the quarterback matchup because Mateer, I think, is as good as anybody in the country. Jackson Arnold, though, Brent Venables was talking about the game this week, and he said he's not surprised at all with what Jackson Arnold has done because
he's already
been much better at Oklahoma had they not had. Remember last year at Oklahoma, they had that string of injuries early on. they at one point had almost no wide receivers to take the field in a couple of games. Like they didn't have scholarship guys that could take the field in a couple of those games. So he's not surprised that Arnold's having success at Auburn. I lean Oklahoma here. I don't love that it's over a touchdown because I think it's 7.5, something like that. But this is definitely one of those games where Oklahoma can prove itself to be a wagon, like we talked about on Tuesday. You want to be a wagon, take care of business.
I got another one for you, Felder. 3:30 on CBS. Michigan at Nebraska.
It's not that I like Michigan. I'm not ready to buy Nebraska.
Okay. What if I told you Michigan was being coached by one Biff Poggi? Does that change your perspective at all on this game?
What's it going to change about what they do?
Well, I mean, Sharon Moore hasn't been in practice all week. Like, he can't be around this team.
They got cell phones.
We're now in week 2. No, I understand, but, like, you know what it's like when you got a substitute teacher?
Yeah.
I don't trust Michigan in this spot.
You don't trust them?
No, I don't.
I think they're going to do the exact same thing that they always do. They're going to wrestle you down to the ground. Like it's what do they say about arguing with fools?
Yeah.
Right.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
They wrestle you down. They bring you down to their level, and then they beat you with experience. And so I'm not calling them fools. I do think that their offense is a little bit archaic. I do like this Underwood kid. I wish they would let him do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Am I wrong about that?
No, I think they are limited in terms of the pieces that are around him. Like they just don't like Justice Haynes is a really good back, the Bama transfer, but like who's catching passes? I feel like we've had this discussion about Michigan for a decade, but
right, that's the problem. Like they
Colston Loveland was their go-to guy last year. He's playing tight end on Sundays. Like he ain't there.
Right.
So I don't think you have a lot of weapons around Underwood. Who is
it?
Special.
McCulley and Morgan and Goodwin and like it's fine. Hang on, they've played 3 games. Let me ask you something. They played 3 games. Don't look it up.
I won't.
How many receptions do you think they have tabulated as a team through 3 games?
I'm going to say 40 receptions.
Tripp?
Let's see. I watched the first one. I mean, he probably had 15 or so in that first one, I would think. Maybe give me 49.
Split the difference, dude. 46.
Okay, I was closer, so.
Yeah, I was closer without going over.
I was closer.
Price is Right rules.
Yeah, that's
whatever.
That's a dub for me. I think Nebraska.
That's 46 catches. That's it. And this is something, and we've talked about it. This is a thing that I truly, and I'm not saying this like to be like fantastical or antagonistic. One of the things I hate the most about college football is watching instead of teams watching. And that's why I brought up the don't argue with fools. They'll wrestle you. They'll drag you down their level and beat you with experience. What that's in reference to for me is Michigan's run game. We know that they're going to run the ball, and then they'll run the ball some more, and then run it again, and this is what they do, and then they beat you. Nebraska has 88 receptions through 3 games.
Yeah.
88. Nearly doubled them up. In Michigan, to me, if you want to get better at being able to throw the football, you know what you have to do? Throw the football, right.
You got to actually do it, yeah.
Like, I hate when I watch teams, whether it's Iowa, Michigan in this case, when they know they have the ability to win the game by doing the minimal thing. If you know you have the ability to win the game, you know what you should do? Work on the stuff that you're not that good at. I just don't, I don't understand. Like, I don't spend time, I somehow am now, it's not a mystery. I'm involved in, I get teacher Instagram served up to me in my algorithm. And so this kindergarten teacher was talking about doing letter recognition, right? She has a stack of all the letters, and she works on with each kid individually while the other kids do something else. A, and the kid says A, you put it here. Kid says, doesn't say B, put the B here. And then she goes, so what I do is I take this stack, they go through 26 letters of the alphabet. She takes a stack the kid doesn't know, and then runs back through that stack after they've corrected them so that the kid can get better at the thing they're not that good at.
Mm-hmm.
Why, what was their schedule? They have played.
Michigan lost at Oklahoma.
They lost at Oklahoma.
Michigan, yeah. They beat New Mexico.
They beat Central Michigan 63-3. Hang on. What's the numbers on that game? 63-3? 16 for 25 with an interception? That's not good. It's not good. Take the stack of cards that you're not good at, run through those cards so you can get better at them.
Letter recognition, except for quarterbacks.
Like, it just, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand.
It's a philosophical thing. It's a philosophical thing. That's just not what Michigan does. And
so your kid's never going to learn the letter H?
I think at some point, look, you had to play from behind against Oklahoma. They never sniffed it never felt like they were going to be able to catch up against OU, even when it was a one-score game.
9 for 24.
Now you got to go to Nebraska and you got to deal with Raiola. You got to deal with an offense that is they're gonna push, want to put up points. So we'll see. We'll see what that looks like. It's a fascinating game because if you're Michigan and you lose this thing, you're 2-2. You got a trip to Southern Cal coming up soon, and at some point, are you going to go back to being the 10-11 win team that you were under Harbaugh, or is this the new norm? Under Sharon Moore. That's all. I'm just asking.
I just don't. I hate it. I hate when you have.
I hate watching Big Ten football too, man. But it is what it is.
I don't hate watching Big Ten football. I love to watch Oregon. I like to watch Ohio State. I enjoy watching. I like watching some of this stuff. But what I'm saying is, if your goal is what is it? Those who stay will be champions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but you are hamstringing guys because you would rather win safe than push. Because at the end of the day, when you play Georgia, when you play any of these teams, it's going to be a problem. And I understand they won a national championship. By the way, have you guys watched J.J. McCarthy in the NFL?
Yeah, he may be trash. He may be trash.
So
yeah, I mean, the Bears made him look good for about 15 minutes,
right?
And but the Bears can do that. Let's talk about something else.
So yeah, it's frustrating for me. If your job is to shepherd these guys to the next level, you're doing a great job with the offensive line, a good job with your defensive players in general.
Mm-hmm.
Running backs are fine. No wide receiver development, no quarterback development, and your answer is, well, we didn't have to do it.
Well, you do now because you've got Bryce, and so you need to surround him with weapons. That's all I'm saying. It's not going to happen this year, but it needs to happen.
Well, but Hartzell, it's not like they haven't tried to surround him with people. They just don't use the people.
Okay, fine.
So who do we like in this game?
I like Nebraska.
Yeah, I think
the wrong team is favored here. Michigan's a road favorite for reasons I don't. I mean,
yeah. Well, I might say I think Michigan's going to win.
I wish we had just a little bit more to go off of with Nebraska. I mean, the only real game they played was close,
Cincinnati.
But I kind of agree with Hartzell. I think I'd probably lean Nebraska in this one.
It's a frightening concept. There are other games that I really like that we haven't talked about, and we don't have to talk about them. Tulane Ole Miss will be fun. That's
we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about
Arkansas and Memphis is a good noon game. SMU TCU is a good game. Florida Miami, I don't expect that to be I know it's an in-state thing. Miami looks like a wagon, dude. Those guys are.
They're a hoss.
That's going to be a lot for the Gators. And look,
Lago's got to make his mind up, man.
Well, there's a lot of things that he needs to do. One of them would be stop throwing the football to the other team. We've got,
but those are all it's all hesitation on him.
It's not the Civil War anymore. It's just called the conflict.
Yeah.
Oregon State.
Oregon's going to walk the dog, obviously.
Well, of course. Apple. By the way, I'm still a little upset at Oregon for leaving the back door open against Northwestern, but we'll talk about that coming up here in the pick segment.
Yeah.
Apple Cup is Saturday in Pullman. Washington on the road at Washington State. I brought this up on Tuesday with Richard Johnson because he works for CBS Sports, which means he has to be the Big Ten guy. I think Washington is a very dangerous under-the-radar team.
Yeah.
Like, they host Ohio State next week. They haven't lost a game in Seattle in 4 years. Like, they are on the verge of being, like, the secret, like, the tiny little, like, bodega restaurant, like, dive bar down the street.
Yeah, the bodega that's got the best chopped cheese or the best bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah, that's about to get a write-up in, like, you know, the New York Times, or, like, you know, they're about to get, like, a James Beard Award. And now they're gonna blow up. Like, that could be Washington football in 10 days from now. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It could be a thing. So watch out for that one. They're favored by a ton, but it is a rivalry game, so you just never know. All right. Anything we have not – one more, Felder. In-state vibe.
Yeah.
NC State at Duke. Watch out.
Bailey Mensa.
Watch out.
Duke's got to get – they got to get it together, dude.
Yeah. They're 1-2.
They got to get it together. Like,
and here comes NC State. Chest out. They feeling good. 3-0. Look, feeling good. Who have you beaten? Doesn't matter. But you're like, here we are, and here Duke's a favorite in this game.
They did beat ECU, just for the record.
Sure.
Came back from being down 14-0 against Wake.
Sure.
Hollywood swinging.
Like Hollywood Smothers a lot, but this is a game that these are the games that NC State loses, and this is why nobody likes Dave Doran.
Well, Dave Doran doesn't like anybody either.
That's fine, but this would be
so it all works out.
You win this game, you're 4-0. That there is a narrative shift around this NC State team. If you lose this game, it's same old state, same old pack. So
what do they call it? NC State shit.
Yeah, I mean that's something that you've earned over
time. They've got Duke. They're at Duke. They host a Virginia Tech team that will probably still be in shambles. They have Campbell at home. They go to Notre Dame.
Loss. Hey, Tripp, you want to let those guys know that you're working? I mean,
I didn't know if it was bleeding through. Hang on.
No, it's fine. It's all good. It's fine. I mean, it's not like we're doing a show here or anything, guys. It's not like you can't be doing this in other parts of the office. Unbelievable, man.
They go to Pitt.
This is my life. Like, this
host Georgia Tech. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to power through.
We have thousands of feet worth of square footage of studio space and meeting rooms and all this stuff. And so it's fine. Like, we can just do this in the room where Tripp has been since 8:30 this morning when everybody else was still asleep. It's unbelievable, man. It's just
but there's some,
what? They made you feel bad for doing your job?
No.
I'm gonna get up right now. I'll get up right now and walk over there. Who do I need to talk? Who's?
It was Edward and Morgan. What are you gonna do?
I'll jack him up against the wall. Is what I'm gonna do.
Okay, come do it.
What am I gonna do?
I'll tape it.
What am I gonna do, man?
Yeah.
This is your
space.
I'm
gonna watch what you're gonna.
You know what? Let's just go to That's My Dog.
They're like the nicest people here.
Don't push me today.
That's my dog. Take that.
Or any day.
My dog.
Frankly.
That's my dog.
Hartzell's a tough guy now.
He's a tough guy.
My dog.
Not a movie guy, but noted tough guy.
And anybody got to say
maybe you watch Fight Club or something.
No, that's my dog.
So again, I wanna give credit where credit is due. Felder and Tripp combined last week went 4-0 in this segment. Yep. Felder gave you New Mexico, double-digit dog for the second week in a row at UCLA. He gave you A&M at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
No problem. Tripp gave you Arizona, who is only a 1.5-point underdog, but still, in the spirit of the law.
Said that, gave it,
So
gave you the winner against Kansas State. Did not shy away from the big game. Took Georgia Tech against Clemson. So for the season, fellas, Felder 4-2, Tripp 2-3. I am 1-2. I lost with Arkansas last week, who was driving against Ole Miss fumble in the red zone in the final 2 minutes. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but we were right there.
Are we? So how did the points? I was against the whole points thing, but how do my points work now?
Basically, I haven't done the math here, but between USF, New Mexico, Texas A&M, like you're sitting on like
it's a lot
30
of
points, 40 points worth of
extra
of underdog points. Yeah, like you're thriving. Whereas,
so I'm really out in front.
Well, just from this past weekend, for example, you had New Mexico 14.5, A&M 6.5. That's 21 points combined. Tripp went 2-0 with Arizona and Georgia Tech, but that's only 4.5 points.
So I'm out in front.
Big time. Yeah,
okay,
big time.
Got it. Now I'm on board with it because
good.
It makes.
I'm going in state. I'll get my pick out of the way since they've been losing. BYU travels to Dowdy-Ficklin on Saturday. Interesting. Yep. Very interesting. Give me ECU. Paint it purple. Plus 6.5. Don't need the points. Don't need them. They bounced back after the season opening loss to NC State. I think ECU is going to have something for BYU on Saturday afternoon. So give me ECU. That's my dog, week 4, to upset BYU.
My dad, with a bunch of his friends from college, went to the game at Coastal.
Yeah.
They stayed in Conway. I just talked before I hopped on. I was talking to my dad. Stayed in Conway, went there, hung out. He was like, "We had to go to Chili's. I wanted to get seafood, but clock was ticking, and we had to get ready for the game. So we went to Chili's."
Is the seafood not fresh at Chili's?
I don't know what Chili's does
fresh out the freezer.
That's what I was gonna say. Fresh out the microwave.
Yeah, 38-0. ECU went to Coastal and whooped up on the Shants. So yeah, I think. Look, man, BYU, they're 3-0, but I mean, what have you done? Who have you beaten? Nobody. Give me ECU. That place is going to be rocking.
Yeah, it will be. You can find me in Ficklin. All right, Tripp, you got one, or you want me to go?
No, you go last, Felder. You always go last. Tripp, come on, buddy. What you got?
I've got one. Maybe I just want to, be like Felder and have a really big dog come through. But I think there's a spot this week. Tulane. They're playing at Ole Miss. But look who's on deck for Ole Miss. Next week, who do they play? LSU.
Are you talking sandwich?
Look at Tulane's schedule. What game do you think they circled on their schedule this year? Out of everything they play.
LSU.
It's Ole Miss.
Oh, Ole Miss for Tulane.
It's Ole Miss. It's 13.5. But I want to take a big swing here. Taking Tulane.
I love that for you, Tripp. I love that. Good for you, buddy. I know you're a big Jake Retzlaff guy, so good for you, man.
Hey, he can run. I mean, that guy's a playmaker.
Yeah, I mean, Duke made him look like Lamar Jackson last week, but yeah, I mean, he's fine. He's fine. Ole Miss has had some issues stopping the run. They've had some issues stopping the run. Ain't no doubt about that. By the way, it's going to be my man Trinidad Chambliss again. Second straight week for Ole Miss. He's getting the start. You'll remember last week on the show I told you he was going to start because I had some news. But yeah he's still the guy.
He's all right, though.
He's fine. Yeah, he's very good. He's good. But
that's a Ferris State kid, right?
No, correct. The transfer. No Austin Simmons for Ole Miss. It'll be Trinidad Chambliss getting the start. Second straight week.
All right, here we go. This is what I got on my board. I'm going to pick one, maybe pick two. NC State plus 2.5.
Okay.
Texas Tech plus 3.5 against Utah. SMU plus 6.5.
At TCU. Yeah.
At TCU. Auburn plus 6.5. I'm taking that one. No. That's no good. I don't like it.
Felder, there's another one that kind of jumped out at me, and I don't know if you want to mess with this or not. I guess I just feel it in my knee.
What?
But
oh boy. I
mean, what do we think about Colorado? Could they be in trouble? They're playing like 13.5 at home. Wyoming kind of gave Utah trouble for a little bit. I don't know. I think it could be a dicey spot for the Buffs.
I just think Wyoming has such a massive problem with putting the football where it's supposed to go from an offensive standpoint. The end zone. Right?
That'd be the place. Yep.
I mean, this is do you know? Hang on. Do you know their points per game, Tripp? Don't look it up. Do you know their points per game?
They put up 3 against Utah. this past week.
Yeah,
so I'm
it's gotta
guessing
be
they're
like
averaging
9.
right around 10, 12 points per game.
15.7 because they scored 31 against Northern Iowa.
Well, I like it even better now.
How do you like that better?
Scoring a touchdown more than I thought they were. I had them pegged at 9.
Dude, they can't score the football. I can't pick them.
Okay.
They cannot score. Like at all.
I didn't
don't let
put
Tripp
it.
interfere with your process, man. Yeah.
I asked what you thought about the game.
I
did not
think
make it
that
a dog.
they could win.
It's a sneaky
I don't
spot.
think they will. And it is truly like only because they cannot score. Like, this is a team that, like, they take a girl out on a date.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
She's into it. She likes it.
Then what happens?
Then they shake her hand. And after they drop her off and go get in the car and drive home.
Yeah.
They get to the front. They got big front porch energy.
Front porch energy.
Oh, my God. It was great, Sarah. Bye. And
High
Sarah's
five.
looking around like,
High five.
my parents aren't even home. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know what that's like, honestly, that front porch energy thing you're talking about.
You think I know?
That wasn't me.
You think I know what that's like?
That wasn't me.
Do you see this shirt?
Yeah. It wasn't yours. I mean,
No.
The fact that you still have that all these years later is kind of concerning.
Diabolical, baby.
So, Felder, make your pick, buddy. Week 4.
Did you pick? You didn't pick Nebraska, right?
I did not. I said on the show that I liked them over Michigan, but
Here's what I'm going to do.
I've been picking against Michigan for 5 years, so that's not unusual.
I'm going to go with NC State.
Okay.
And since I have such a humongous point lead, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I was going to say I was going to throw my wife a bone. I'll throw a bone later, but I was going to say I was going to throw my wife a bone and pick Michigan State.
Boy,
show,
here we
dude.
go.
This is a family
explicit.
show.
I'm going to take SMU.
Okay. What's the line on that? 4?
6.5.
All right. So NC State at Duke.
Still, I mean, that's
SMU plus 6.5. That's funny. I've got SMU TCU on my board for this next segment, which
all right, let's do it.
We will get to right now.
Here comes the Lock Doctor. Here comes the Tripp and Hartzell. 3 for all Felder Friday.
Just making these picks.
When I'm in a bad mood, sometimes I just play that. It just cheers me up.
It's the best.
Gotta get a better recording setup at home so I sound a little better.
Tripp 2-1 last week. Nicely done. I went 1-2. Again, Oregon leaving the back door open at Northwestern. Not great, Bob. So for the season, I still have a 1-game advantage on Tripp. 6-3 for your boy. Tripp 5-4. So with that said, we bouncing back and forth here. We going 1 for 1?
However you want to do it.
Okay. Well, I want you to go first because you got a little Friday night action here.
All right. I put these up yesterday. I'm not changing them. Every time I come in here, I want to change my picks, and it never seems to work out right. I'm just going to leave this. I think I may have found some better plays. But anyways, Iowa Rutgers tonight under. It was 47.5 yesterday. It's 45.5 today, Felder, if you want to verify that. It's still it's an Iowa football game, and it's over 40 points. That's an automatic under.
46.5. 46. I've got no. It opened at 46.5. It has moved down to 45.5.
Okay, 45.5.
That is a Friday night game on Big Fox.
Yes.
Iowa at Rutgers. That's a game. Your other game tonight, if you're interested, Tulsa, Oklahoma State on ESPN. That's a 7:30 kick. Those are two.
That line is moving down.
Bad football teams. All right, so Tripp likes a Friday night under. How about a noon over on Saturday? Arkansas, Memphis at the Liberty Bowl.
Ooh.
I love a noon over. I always have, always will. Arkansas, Memphis sitting at 61.5, I believe. Felder, please confirm.
All right. Arkansas.
Love Taylon Green. Love this Razorback offense.
61-5.
Give me the over 61.5 for Arkansas, Memphis. Get right early on Saturday. You're welcome.
I mean, that's a good pick considering Arkansas probably hit 61 on their own. I'm going to take Kansas this week. They've got West Virginia in town. West Virginia off a big win over Pitt in the backyard brawl, which was just brutal. Pitt choke job. Kansas is just a better football team than West Virginia. West Virginia is still banged up, and I think Kansas is going to
13-5.
Right. Yeah, 13-5. They're 2 touchdowns better.
It's a big number, though, Tripp.
It's not big enough.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I got another over in the can, okay? You're picking up a trend here. SMU,
Yeah.
TCU. This is a little double dip because Felder likes SMU in the points. I like the over here. I mean, Iron Skillet. Need I say more?
63-5.
Autoplay.
They broke a hundo last year.
Yes,
combined.
they did. SMU, TCU, defense optional. I think we got a shootout in Texas, so give me the over 63.5.
Okay. Last pick for me, Apple Cup. Not crazy about it. Here. We talked about Washington earlier. Really good at home. Not nearly as good on the road. They are on the road this week, but because Washington State beat them last year in the Apple Cup, I think they're going to cover a big spread. It's 20.5, Felder,
Woo.
if you want to confirm that.
Woo!
20.5.
I think there's a really good chance Washington wins this game by like 40.
Woo!
So if
Tripp.
there's going to be a no sweat win out of my 3 picks, I think this might be the one.
You're going
Washington State, listen to me. The wheels are coming off, and they're going to come off this weekend.
This is their Super Bowl, man. Like, this is the biggest game on their calendar. You've
They
got
have
Washington on
nobody
the road with Ohio State coming to Seattle next week. You think this is the spot?
They are out for blood, and I'm telling you, I missed last week with Pitt, who is the better team in a position to embarrass their opponent. They didn't do it. Washington will do it.
All right. I cannot endorse that pick. I just don't love that. I don't love that spot. I do love Washington.
Here's what I don't love about Washington State. Do you know what they did with their quarterback last week?
I hope they benched him.
They benched him at halftime. Do you know what their coach said about it this week? We're reevaluating the position. Not a great look in week 4 of the college football season.
No.
Well, I mean, they have to reevaluate after the way that he's played. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but is Washington reevaluating their quarterback spot right now?
No.
I think they feel
No.
pretty good about it.
Yeah, it's not just Damon Williams, Jonah Coleman at running back. That dude has been – nobody talks about Washington football, man. I get it. Nobody stays up. I understand. The East Coast bias thing is real. Watch out for Washington. That's a big number, Tripp. All right, Tulane Ole Miss. You like points? I like points. This is my 3rd over on the card for week 4. Please confirm the number, Felder. I see it around 61.
61-5.
You sure? You sure about the hook?
I'm 100% certain.
I'm seeing
All
the
right,
hook
that's
here.
fine.
I might
Tulane
need
Ole
to
Miss
check.
over 61.5. So I've got 3 overs. Tripp's got a Friday night under. Kansas and Washington. Boy, some big chunky favorites for you, Tripp. Very unlike you. Very unlike you to lay the big number here. But I'm rooting for you. I mean, not too much.
I don't think you are, but
I am rooting for you. So we'll be back next week with some more picks. Felder, what you got lined up this weekend, man? You got anything exciting?
No, man.
You going down to Orlando to watch a little UNC UCF or what?
Dog, no. It ain't me. No, I am. Today I've got to shoot one of those short form videos to go up to Tar Heel 24/7. Make sure you guys check that out. And then I got to edit a podcast. Go for a mile run. And we don't have a sleepover this week. We're Gucci. I'm making a backyard burger. Just classic style, like old, like the one with like the onion on that joint. I'm gonna make some bacon and cheese. That's been on my mind the whole show.
What kind of cheese you putting on this burger? White American?
Yeah. Want the white American?
He was a white American.
All right. So we're gonna knock that out, and then sit down and watch some football, or not sit down, stand up and pace around and watch some football. But it's Felder.substack.com, Tar Heel 24/7, and obviously College Sports Now, baby. Let's go.
Tripp, where can the degenerates find you on Twitter? Let them know.
I normally like to keep it a secret, but if you want to follow me, I might let you follow me. It's at Locks of the Doc on Twitter. I'm gonna drop my picks again. They were pretty good last week, 4-2. I wish I could say the same for my NFL picks. They didn't do nearly as hot, but winning record so far this year. So
it's not. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Everybody would do it.
Yeah.
It's not easy what you do. You're out there just helping people. Check out the Varsity app. You can listen to Tripp and I do the Blitz on Saturday afternoon. Red Zone Radio for college football. We start at noon Eastern time, and we're with you until midnight Eastern time. Scott Hansen could never. Don't let him fool you. He ain't got that dog in him. He can't do 12 hours of college Red Zone. No chance. We will talk to you guys next week. Thank you all for listening. So long.